Hello YouTube friends, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today we are going to be reviewing the Iplehouse FID bodies. All four of them. I have the Muscle, the Model, the Original, and the New Slim for the girls. And also for the girls I have the large bust and the medium bust, and only on I only have 4 dolls, so one is the large, one is the medium. And then there's also, they're all in normal skin, peach gold, real skin, and light brown. So you will get to see those. And I'm going to start with the boys. So this right here is Rise, who you have probably met in my Get to Know My Dolls. But I'll be rating them out of a 5-star system. So I'm sorry there's going to be some doll nudity. I do not have underwear for him. This is the Muscle body, and he is a Rex. I have shown his face before, but you can get a good look, a close-up here. I did his face up, but he is on the Muscle body. And you can see him compared to me here. He has the mobility thighs and his ankles and all of that. And as I showed you in my previous video, mobility thighs work like that, and they can lock into place. So his mobility thighs have about this much range of motion. That's as high as they can go, but on their own that's as much as they'll stay. And then you can twist them all around. Again, his knees are double jointed, so he can, when he wants to, do that. Oh goodness, I need both hands. He can do that. For his chest, he can move forward that much. That's as far as he can hunch forward. It's not very much, and then same for moving back, it's not very much. His chest isn't hollow actually, he's got an extra resin piece right here, as I figured he would, because all of my big boys have that as well. He can move this much inside side rotation. He doesn't have very much head rotation because he does have a big neck. And then as well, the elbows are double jointed, and those I can bend with my hands. But I think, yeah, that's as far as they can bend. For the FID, and I will compare with the Model body in a minute, but for the FID Muscle body, I think I would give this a 3 out of 5 stars. It's not my favorite. I love Rise, but I would not get another FID Muscle boy. They're harder to pose, they're heavier, they're chunkier. They're a godsend compared to my big boys, which are my SD boys. So these are like great if you want a muscular, manly, miniature male doll. And they're great for that. Posing, he poses okay. And that's even by my standards, because I can get them usually to pose a lot. He just takes more time. This is a personal preference. I am not a fan of all the veins. It's really hard to show on camera, but he's just got veins on his thighs, across his chest, and sure, that's realistic for some men, but it just freaks me out. But for his character, the Muscle body is perfect. Some of the sculpts do have a tendency to look a little pin-headed because the body is so big. It's got very broad shoulders and the heads are kind of smaller. But luckily they came out with the Model body. This is the FID Man Model body. It is much slimmer and it is a little bit shorter than the Muscle body. And I love this body, even though I do have to again take points off because there are some veins on the chest and that freaks me out. This is a Leonard head on the Model body. You can see his face up close. I love this one. It's a lot easier to handle. It poses a lot easier. He's also a little more strung loose, and I prefer dolls that are strung a little bit more loose. He can hold his leg up. Well, his knees won't bend because his legs are heavy, but he can hold his leg up as to where the Muscle guy, he can't do that, and he's even strung tighter. Not a lot of range of motion in the ankles, but He doesn't have the issue that my muscle guy does, where he'll be standing and then once all of a sudden his ankle will pop out of socket and he'll fall over. For chest range of motion, that is as far back as it will actually stay. I can get it to go a little bit farther, but it doesn't want to stay. And then forward is a lot more though. And then side to side, there is less side to side motion. A lot of head range of motion because the neck is thinner. And then he has the double jointed elbows again. But that is as far up as they will go. And as in comparison to like weight, he is lighter, he's slimmer. That's nicer for me to handle. The portions are a little bit better, they're a little more realistic. I would give him a 4.5 out of 5, or no, more like a 4. I'd give him a 4 out of 5 stars, just because of the veins and because of his elbows not having as much more range of motion as the girls do. So, in comparison to each other, so here they are side by side. They are shoulder to shoulder. You can see there's a big difference in width and in muscle detail and in arms, in legs. Weight-wise, he's heavier, but I like this size a little bit more, but I still love him, don't get me wrong. Okay, moving on to the girls. Mind you, she has her heel feet on, so she's gonna be a little bit taller. This is my FID Bianca. She is on the original body, like fully the original body. She doesn't even have the redone arm. She has a little chip in her ankle, that was my fault, and she is strung kind of loose, so her legs like to do that. I do have to say her head looks small, slightly smaller in comparison to her body. Body-wise, I love this size. I love the way that the girls handle. I love the beautiful sculpting of the slight abs that she's got. I love the curves, but I love the way that she poses. She poses so easy. So like, again, that is the mobility thigh. It goes up to about that far, but the last little hook will hold it up about that much, and it probably will hold better if she was strung tighter. I can get her to do her knees all with one hand. They will stay, and she has the large bust, and I can get her to pose about that much forward. Not much forward because of titties, but she can pose back a lot. That is a nice amount that she can pose back. Then for side to side motion, a lot to the side. And range of motion on her head is very nice. She's wearing this necklace because I was too lazy to take it off. I'm sorry. And then for her elbows pose very well, but that's as far as they go. So for her, I would give her a 4.5 out of 5 just because I feel like her head is a little small for her body. And I wish her arms were a little bit longer. I know Iplehouse fixed this issue, but since I bought her secondhand, I was unable to get her slightly longer arms. But that is okay. I still love the size, I still love the doll, and she is great. This is a great size. The original body is nice and curvy. It's got a little bit of like hinting of abs. It's great for, you know, it's really great for more mature characters that are in this size. And then moving on to the slim girl. She is my favorite. I'm already gonna tell you that right now. Great range of head motion. She is a Ur in peach gold. I do think that the portions are a little bit longer and skinnier than like normal. But that's okay. Like her wrist, how skinny her wrist is freaks me out just a little bit. She is a very nice size. And by the way, I forgot to mention, but I love the way Iplehouse redid the ankles on these girls. They have great range of motion for the ankles. That right there is wonderful. Going on, she will not hold her legs up because she's strung loose. But the mobility thigh, again, on her, it works, it's a little harder. But that's as far as her leg will hold up. That's as far as I can get it to go. I can get her leg to hold in a double posed knee position, all with one hand. And then for elbow, her elbow has way more range of motion than the others. It does bend up more, so I mean, like, you know, skinny wrists, I'll take that. And she has the medium bust, so this is as far forward as her chest will go. And it will stay about that much. Try to focus on me, please. And then this is as far back as it will go. Not as far back as the original girl. And then side to side. I will give this like 5 out of 5 stars. Even though there is like a little bit of, you know, the portions are great. I just wish that they didn't look so exaggerated without clothes on. Luckily with clothes that issue's fixed, but still 5 out of 5 stars for posing, aesthetic, portions. Love it. This is them side by side. You can see the difference in their arm lengths and in the thighs especially. And side by side. And there you go. So that is my review on the Iplehouse FID bodies. I think that they are great for people who want the look and aesthetic of the big doll without having the hassle of a big doll. I still love my big dolls, but this size is definitely more like my favorite for traveling, for having sitting on the couch with me, for when I'm just like, you know, having a bad day, I don't want to carry a doll around with me around the house or go out in public and take pictures. They're definitely a lot easier, and I give them both 2 thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that the information you received helps you a lot. And if it does, let me know. Again, all of my dolls are from iplehouse.com, so they are legit. Thank you again so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye!